Yo, Diggity Dogs, it's me, AJ Beast. Welcome back to another video, or welcome to another video if you are new here. Hi there, I am AJ Beast. Welcome to Wrestling with Beast. That's what the WWB stands for, sorry. And welcome to the Night 2 WrestleMania predictions. I made a Night 1 video if you hadn't seen it already, and basically talking about all the Night 1 terrors that are going to be present in that WrestleMania Night 1. But we're going to be talking about Night 2, and the one that I even said in the video was the better night on paper. Let's hope that it's not completely the case, as I want both shows to look good. But if you are new to this channel, I deeply consider that you subscribe, because I would love for you to join the family and join the squad, as I'm looking to make these videos regularly. I have been thinking of an idea of making a weekly ramble sesh on wrestling and everything that's going on in WWE, mainly because I mostly watch WWE, but I do like AEW, TNA. I try to focus on WWE mainly, but I do pay attention to other shows. Let me know if you are interested in talking about those, because I will start paying attention to them if you are interested. But with that, let us start with the Night 2 Mania's predictions. Hope you enjoy the video. We are starting with, honestly, what's going to probably be the most fun match of WrestleMania. The 6-man ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Penta, Javon Evans, JD McDonough, Rey Mysterio, Rusev, and Dragon Lee in a ladder match for the Intercontinental title. And the best part about this match is I don't care who wins. Now, that might sound like a bad thing, but sometimes not caring and just enjoying the show is the best experience you could have. I am so excited for this match that even if it's a completely different person winning and not who I predict wins, I'm not going to be mad at all, because I know this is going to be a slobber knocker, if you know what I mean. Now, it's hard to predict this match. If you want to be safe, you could just say Penta's going to retain. And honestly, I feel like it's probably best for Penta to lose his Intercontinental title in a one-on-one match, where he can probably pass the torch or some heel can take advantage. But let's take that option out. I'm going to predict someone who I think deserves to be the Intercontinental Champion. I'm going to predict Rusev's gonna win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. Now, all of these people deserve it. I'm gonna say that right now. I love JD, and I feel like this past year he was phenomenal and starting to show us more and more that he can be a great singles competitor. I'm excited for the rise of Javon Evans. I love Rey Mysterio, flat out, just how it is. And Dragon Lee is starting to develop into his own character, and I love it. I love every second of it. And I love Penta, and I would love to see him retain. That will be my second option if Rusev doesn't win. But I feel like Rusev doesn't need it more, but should get it. I feel like he should be the Intercontinental Champion. At the end of the day, it'd be so fun to watch him do it. So that's why it might be a wild card option, but I'm just going to throw it in there. Lock it in. My prediction at WrestleMania 42 is that Rusev will climb up that ladder and snatch the Intercontinental title. And going into another banger match in Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. Now, I feel like it's I probably don't have to say much about this, because honestly, this is a perfect build-up. This was the best build-up match. It didn't really need much other than big man, big man, two forces of nature colliding at one of the biggest shows of shows. With that, I think Obafemi's gonna win. I want him to win. But now that I think about it, realistically, Brock Lesnar most likely is going to win this match. Now, I don't feel like it's going to be a squash match. I feel like it's definitely going to be a match where both men are just slamming, like, good fight. And ultimately, maybe Oba gets outsmarted or something like that happens and Brock wins. It's not the most fun answer, but it's the answer that I feel like is the most accurate. I hope I'm wrong. I do hope I'm wrong because I would love to see Obafemi win. But I am locking that in as my prediction at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar will beat Obafemi. The next match we got is Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. Now, I feel like the only way to fix what they have wronged in the past is by giving Trick Williams the U.S. title. Now, I know the U.S. title, a lot of people hated the fact that Carmelo lost the title literally like weeks before WrestleMania. And him and Ilya, or him and Trick, would have probably been a great WrestleMania match. And I would even go as to say that Ilya versus Carmelo would have been a great WrestleMania match. I know we've seen it like multiple times, but my goodness, I would love to see these guys duke it out one more time on the show of shows. Maybe even add a stipulation to it. Freaking, I'd love it. But that's neither here nor there. That's not gonna happen. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. I'm just gonna say it real quick. Lock it in. Trick Williams. I think Sami needs to turn heel. And Trick, there might be a double turn. I mean, honestly, people love him so much. Why not make him a babyface? I mean, at the end of the day, he can still be that tweener that acts like a bit like a douche, but people love. So he's not a bad guy. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of face I feel like Trick's gonna be. And I feel like if they ruin him in any way, it's gonna be because they treat him like a baby face and not just a face. But that's my prediction. Trick's gonna win. He's gonna be the new United States champion. And Lil Yachty's gonna be in this corner. Let's talk about it. Anyways. On to the next match. I apologize for the sigh, but the next match is Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley? I'm gonna be honest, I think this is the worst match. It's not gonna be the worst match. It's definitely the worst build up to a match, I would say. Let me relook. Yeah, no, this one's actually the second worst, aside from Pat and everything with Randy and Cody. This one's the worst. I'm sorry. I tried. Here's the thing. I am the most optimistic wrestling fan, and I tried so hard to be like, listen, guys, it can be good. I give so many flowers to Jade and Rhea. I feel like Jade is definitely not the most talented wrestler, but I really like her. I think she has the greatest look among any superstar. Her mic skills aren't the best, but they can be good in the best case scenario, and I felt like Rhea could have brought that out of her. I feel like I was wrong, though, because every promo, every situation, everything has made me bored. And I don't really want to feel that way about Jade and Rhea Ripley. Because I love these two. I think they're great superstars. And I would love for them to have a better feud. Because this one's just... It's not there. First of all, you have them freaking have Jade freaking beat up BFAB and Michin for like most of the year, and then on a random night of SmackDown, they just decide to become friends. Is like, okay, like I get the mantra of like, if you can't beat them, join them. But at the end of the day, they literally, like last week, despised Jade Cargill. And then now they're friends now. It's just like, okay, well, guess we're throwing that out. But like, at the end of the day, what makes me upset is not just that makes no sense, but also that Michin and BFAB are simply there so that Jade and Rhea don't interact physically. And so that Rhea has something near Jade that she can fight, because, and that's essentially why they brought Io in, which pisses me off, because she literally should have been either in this match or in a match at WrestleMania against like Asuka or somebody. But like, just have Rhea Ripley win. Just all you gotta do. Just have her win. You could continue this feud. I wouldn't mind continuing this feud, because you could salvage this feud by having a better build up to a different match. Maybe even have this match at freaking... Know what they might do? They might have a tag team match with Io and Rhea versus... Or maybe even a 6-man with someone else. Or 6-woman, sorry. But yeah, ultimately, locking in the answer, Rhea Ripley is going to win this match. Now on to Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor. The Demon, Finn Balor, to be exact. I'm sure you can tell by the way that I'm talking right now. I'm not very happy that they announced the Demon Finn Balor. Because I feel like Finn Balor needs to build up his reputation as a dominant force by himself, and not have to rely on the Demon for Dominic Mysterio. Now, I know that might sound offensive, but at the end of the day, Finn, realistically, if you know Finn, if you know the Prince, he could totally beat Dominic Mysterio without the freaking Demon. So, this ultimately just feels like WWE's like, oh no, they're not buying tickets. Oh, how are they going to buy? How are we going to get them to... I got it. Demon Finn Balor. We're going to announce it. It's going to be the best thing ever. This will give us maybe 3 or more seats bought because of this match alone. And WWE, that's not how that works. You can give me the Demon, everybody, and I'm still not paying any money to come to your show. But anyways, I feel like this match was made for Finn to win at the end of the day, so I'm locking it in that Finn Balor is going to beat Dominic Mysterio. Now on to the main event of WrestleMania, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title. Now, even though this feud had some bumps in the road, I honestly feel like this was one of... Let me double check. This was... Yeah, I know I said Obafemi and Brock was good, but that's on the like spectacle level. As a storyline, could it have been better? Yes. The build-up probably wasn't perfect. But I think if they go a specific direction with this, it will be a fantastic match. It will be a fantastic feud, whatever. Now, my ultimate guess, or not guess, but like my ultimate prediction as to what is going to happen is I think Roman Reigns is going to win this match. And we might see the Bloodline reunite. Or a TKO variant. You never know. call it the dynasty because CM Punk mentioned the dynasty or whatever. But yes, I do believe that Roman Reigns is going to win the World Heavyweight title at Mania, which means I will have predicted that both world champions are going to change titles. Actually, every world champion. I just realized that I predicted Rhea, and I'm predicting Liv, and I'm also predicting Roman Reigns and Randy. So yes, I think every world champion is going to lose their title. See, now with that in mind, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I honestly believe that, and ultimately this is mainly just because like this is the biggest match that CM Punk could ever have. And with that, I feel like the only way to really, cap off and finish the story of CM Punk's title reign is to have him lose to the best of the best. And the best of the best is Roman Reigns. Now, whether it's shenanigans or not, there's probably going to be shenanigans. I'm not even going to lie to you. But Roman Reigns, I'm locking it in, that he will be your World Heavyweight Champion. Now with that, let me know, guys, in the comments below what you guys think, who you think is going to win at WrestleMania, who's coming out as the World Champion, the Intercontinental Champion, who's going to come out United States Champion. Let me know who you think is going to win at WrestleMania, who's walking out with a title, who's walking out with a W, and who's walking out as a loser. I'm sorry, don't mind me. But anyways, if you liked this video or are interested in wrestling content, I will be making some, so you better follow. Because if you made it this far, then I don't know what kind of idiot you must be to not already leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the family, as Wrestling with Beast will only get better with every subscriber that joins and every family member that becomes known. And with that, guys, yo diggity dogs, AJ Beast is out.